girl with a strange power.
If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
We got a special guest today, Mr.
Petty
himself. So, did you guys miss us? Because we was gone last week.
We sure missed y'all asses.
Pre-recorded show. And yes, Mr. Robertson, yes, this is where we are, since you want to ask where the hell we at. Be patient, Bama. We got to get all this going and in order.
I'm just glad y'all let me back on the show.
Hey, by the way, Mike, how was the snip? You got today.
You think he wants everybody to know what is wrong with you?
Because we fuck with it. Everybody knows. Yeah, so
Everybody don't know.
I don't need to know.
I didn't know. I didn't want to know.
Oh my god.
Now, anytime you introduce anybody named Mike, that's the first thing that's going to pop up.
Exactly. Like, are you the one that he was talking about? Got the
yeah.
So now it's open season on you.
Snap MCs.
Sounded like Mickey. It sounded like Mickey every time I talk to him.
You are the embodiment. His next T-shirt is Captain Spoiler because he's a spoiler. If nobody else knew and they were watching anyway. So if you missed us last week or you didn't tune in, we actually took a little bit of a break.
Yes, we did.
And we took a week off. We went to go to Baltimore Comic Con, which we had been talking about for the longest period of time, and we had a blast. I got to see.
I missed this one.
Yeah,
it was my first time ever going to a Comic Con, and it was actually really
convention
fun.
in general, or
no? Actually, BlurCon was my first convention, but this was my first Comic Con, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Yes, we got some good merch there. Well, comics there. I wanted to give a shout out to Advent Comics and their Southside comic, which is actually a pretty good read. It's based on a detective in the actual DC in the DMV area, and it's a pretty good read. Yeah, DCPD. So definitely check them out, adventcomics.com, and you can check out their merchandise. But let's get into these church announcements.
Yeah, so let's start it off. AEW Full Gear going down November 9th. It's going to be taking place in Baltimore. We're debating, are we still going to go, or are we going to Summers to watch it?
I'm going.
I kind of want to go to Summers. I'm not going to lie.
If we go, be sure to tip your waitress.
Yes.
Anyway, by the way, also, MagFest going down January the 2nd through the 5th, and that's going to be at National Harbor. For tickets and that's on sale, go to super.magfest.org. Just in case you guys don't know, that's music and gaming. There's also Katsucon being taking place during.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Go ahead.
My birthday weekend every year, February 14th to the 16th. So you can have your fun on the 14th, get your little lovey-dovey stuff together, all you married bombers out there, do what you got to do. But at least on the 15th and the 16th, it's my time to shine. So come out and celebrate my birthday at Katsucon with me. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. Next up, we have
birthday's very important. Not as important as this next one, though.
Steak and BJ Day. Yeah, and that's being taken place on March 14th. Ladies, it's our Valentine's Day. So be sure to go ahead and get that steak. And you already know what the second part is. I'm just going to leave it at that. So,
and we are going to leave this in there. I don't care how badly my EP looks at me and wants to tell me we need to take this down. No, it's an important day. Off-camera guy, he understands it. You better get that man a steak. That's all I'm trying to say.
I got to live here. You don't.
I know, so I can say what I want.
Everybody eat that bit.
Yes.
With the knife away.
Oh, jeez, that's funny though.
So, yeah.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost the end of the month. The BNW Halloween contest. Be sure to go ahead. If you haven't read in the description at the top.
If you want to get a free me shirt.
Yep, or a free me shirt.
Whatever shirt.
Or I get off the camera real quick. Mr. Petty
really?
T-shirt.
Or you can get any of this merch.
You'll get an item of merchandise for free. Whoever wins. You post up your meme. Whoever gets the most likes, the most reactions.
With the hashtag BNW Halloween meme or Halloween, whichever one. And you can go ahead and at the end of the month, on actual Halloween is the last day.
Yes.
On the first episode, which I believe is November 3rd, that will announce the winner on that episode.
Yes. So far, we've only got 2 people in the running, and that's Jamaica, who's a former fan of the week, and then our current fan of the week
is Alan.
He's actually got one up
battling?
there. They battling. So right now they're the only 2, so they're going to get merchandise.
Actually, hold on a second. Tracy Zuri, she's been putting up some. So
did she hashtag it?
Yes, she did. It was in the beginning though, but they're still in the.
I missed it. So just tag me in it so I can see it. But yeah.
So, in that also blursandwhiskey.com. You can look at prior episodes, listen to us on Castbox, YouTube. Shout out to those who were at the Sarasville Homecoming. Bumped into you guys, told you guys about the show, and I'm not even talking about it.
I didn't say anything.
You got the look on your look. Say it.
Why you focused on?
I'm not even talking. Besides the fact
Friendly, Douglas, Saratsville, we don't like each other as far as high school.
But I'm not even talking about the actual homecoming. I'm talking about the fact that I'm spreading the show.
I didn't say anything.
But you don't have
I can't control. Look, I've been working on my facial expressions for the last 34 years. I can't control these jumps.
But anywho, shout out to you guys who subscribed, who are new subscribers onto our show. New members. We just cracked the 600 mark.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna do a humble brag.
So
yeah, we got 600. Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Good job, fellas. Keep it going. Keep liking. Keep sharing. Keep subscribing. Tell your family about us. I don't care.
And that concludes the church announcement.
So we have. Do we have it ready for the micro clip of what we did for Baltimore Comic Con?
Nope.
Okay, we don't. I thought we decided not to do that.
I thought we did. I didn't. All right. So
we can go into
the character of the week.
Yes.
So character of the week. This week is in the theme of Halloween and horror films. We're gonna do Carrie. So Carrie is actually the first. It's many first films. Actually, it's the first Stephen King film to be a major motion picture. It was also although he probably won't be proud of it, but it was also John Travolta's first movie. He gets props for Welcome Back, Carter as being his coming to movie, but his very first time he was on screen on the big screen was Carrie.
His very first.
Carrie was basically, like I said, this tormented, abused young lady who was bullied by both her school and her mom, psycho-religious, fanatical mom who guilt her into everything that was wrong that she was doing naturally, even her period and everything like that. She had no idea. She wasn't taught any of that stuff. So all she knows is that she was bleeding, and all her classmates were making fun of her and stuff like that. And that built up this psychokinetic rage that was unleashed on prom night when the final straw was broken. Mm-hmm. She went psycho. They had her.
He's really dancing around the period.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm just saying that this movie has had a rich history of both being parodied. It's got a lot of Tiny Toons once did something with me. They didn't do blood. They did Fruit Punch. Throughout the years, there's been 2 remakes. There's been 2 remakes. One in 90.
If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
No, it was 2 remakes.
With Hit Girl. Yeah.
No, it was that's 2013, and then there was one before that, and then there was also a sequel to Carrie 2. So it was a Carrie 2. Then it was 2. There was 2 remakes. And then, surprisingly, also in my research, it was a musical in 1988, Broadway musical production of Carrie.
How do you do a musical?
They're all gonna laugh at you, Carrie. It's Carrie, not Cassie. So no, but it's this movie did a lot. It wasn't like I said, a lot of people didn't like it. Some people it had some issues. Some critics they were the shock and awe factor of it. But for the most part, like I said, it has a rich history of abused and tormented people, and a lot of it's kind of like the Joker of the 70s of its time for Stephen King's Joker.
Okay.
No, okay, so everybody has that.
Hey, we've got a special speaker off camera.
Yeah.
No, everybody has that one horror movie that messed them up as a kid. Carrie was it for me.
Carrie messed you up?
When I was a kid, genuinely Carrie messed my head all the way up.
How did it mess you up?
I have no idea. All I know is we were sitting around watching it.
She's a woman, and
there's
a lot of coming to age stuff in that movie.
I set it up so she could explain herself. That's what I'm doing.
When you're 6 years old, you know what I'm saying?
I think you got him.
On the couch, and you're sitting on the couch chilling, minding your business, watching TV, and then all of a sudden they just dump blood all over somebody, and then the doors close, and then like all hell breaks loose.
What is happening? That's what you get. Your bad ass shouldn't have been watching that. You was by yourself, staying up late. Because I know you're damn insomniac. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Because the same thing happened to me with it. Because I wasn't.
No one, Chris?
Oh, so
it's your own fault.
So it was like the OG Shiny.
Transition right there.
There's OG Shiny and stuff like that. So yeah.
So yeah, she had the Shine, which is the people in the Stephen King universe.
Stephen King's Metachlorians.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. 100%.
Exactly what it is.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Boy.
That concludes the character of the week. I'm gonna laugh at you, Karen.
Oh man!
And with that being said, this is the first. What's the name of it? We have a new segment this week. It is called the Throwback Show of the Week.
Well, it's a modular segment.
Modular. Yeah. Basically, what we're going to be talking about is shows that influenced us as youngsters growing up. Mm-hmm. And with this week's show, we're going to be talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Ooh.
And
he's gonna be talking about it because I never watched it.
How did you never watch?
I never watched it.
You never had.
I just never liked it. I was like, I'm not watching this.
Shame.
I
understood that reference.
How many of you out there know me? How many of you out there know I don't give a flying F?
But yeah, this spooky anthology series was for kids, recounts ghost stories told by young members of the Midnight Society as they gather around a campfire. Each episode opens with members of the Midnight Society at their secret spot in the woods where they prepare for their fire in a midnight storytelling. Surprisingly, I did not know this actually started on Halloween of 1990. It's gone on for 7 seasons, and the last final episode was April 20th of 1996. And they also brought back, like a 3-part series, reboot of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Was it on Nickelodeon too?
Yeah, basically this
also
one.
Why I didn't watch.
But also, this is basically a 3-part self-contained limited series about the newest members of the Midnight Societies for the first scary tale and what happens to the group when the terrifying event of the story actually starts happening in their small town. Okay. So there was a bunch of shows because I looked at it as.
You got a favorite episode?
I have to say.
What about when that monster killed all those people?
Is it that one where it was in the dark at night?
What about when they were in the woods when they started the story?
Yeah. That's all of them. I didn't watch it, so shame your damn selves.
But I looked at it as it's a kid version of Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
It definitely
Outer
was.
Limits, Twilight Zone,
Yeah,
all that.
So it was Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps is a kid version of everything else.
I did watch Goosebumps though. I did watch.
Well, that came on network TV. I can tell you that.
I did know. For me,
you didn't have cable.
For me, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
A lot of us didn't have cable.
Oh.
Well,
shame.
What are you shaming me about? I actually had it. I was middle class.
My parents could afford cable.
Middle class, baby.
We stole cable.
You didn't switch to the B-side?
Yo, we had the black box.
Yeah, the black box with them pay-per-views were fire back then, man.
Oh man, I was the house of wrestling.
The pay-per-views were fire until about 11:05, and then you had to take your
kicked out. Channel 32A. Anyway,
Darren said, "Yes, sir." We know you, rich Darren. Shut up. Nobody asked you.
No, but for me, Are You Afraid of the Dark was, like you said, it was our version of Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, it was.
So for me, my mom being like the super controlling religious, matriarch of the family, I had to find ways to be clever to watch shows. So under the guise of, hey, it's a kids network, she can't possibly find anything wrong with this. So Are you Afraid of the Dark? I snuck through until one day I made a comparison to it being like the kids' version of Tales from the Crypt, which is my mom's like go-to. Oh hell no! So the moment I told on myself, like oh yeah, I got myself in trouble for that one.
Jesus.
As devoutly Christian as my mother is, my version of Tales from the Crypt was Tales from the Crypt with my mom. Because she thought everything was hilarious.
Oh wow!
Oh man,
your mom is
Well, she rebuking everything in the name of Satan.
compels this remote. The power.
Well, she would take opportunities to educate me.
Taking sips of holy water.
See that there's Beelzebub. You stay away from him.
She would take her opportunities to educate me, and
See,
if I
Luke
should
chapter
find
4,
myself in such a situation, I have scriptures to get me through.
Oh, so
Second
you had to watch
Corinthians
Tales of the
24.
Crypt. All right, okay.
You have biblical commentary.
Good God. Good.
According to the Gospel of John,
You know what? That is a TV show in itself. That writes itself. I would pay money to watch
to have
that.
your mom and my mom do biblical commentary on like, all kinds of stuff.
Hey, stop talking. We might have to do that one day. We might have to produce that. That's gold. That's gold. So,
Mystery Science Theater.
yes! Shut up! Stop talking! Stop it! Stop it! You're giving away content.
A black Christian mom.
Oh my God!
Southern Baptist.
If I see this on any damn channel after we had this conversation, like Mobia.
You have no idea how much I am like laughing at the concept of
it is great.
Like even
Christian mom.
Like, I'm almost 40, and I still laugh at the thought of our moms ever meeting.
Yeah, that is
20 years deep.
All right. we need to just have a mom day.
No.
Why not?
No. Next subject. What's on
The
the
worlds are
card?
colliding, Jerry.
That happened to me once.
F it.
Mason's-
Live poll.
No.
Live poll.
Do
Should the Blurs and Whiskey Boys moms meet and have it recorded? Record the whole thing. Record the whole thing and have all of our moms together and actually let them do a show.
No.
Yes. This would be awesome. Yes.
So
Mama Properdale, she watching right now. I know you down.
Oh man, that'll be interesting. Mama actually have to come up from Florida. To
Yeah.
do this. Yeah. Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Exactly. And then you get everybody's mom start cursing and somebody's mom try to rebuke them. Yeah, that would be awesome.
forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
Mother's Day mom. Thank you, Mom. I love my mom. I love my mom. Mother's Day mom takeover. I love it already.
Oh,
So
man.
we're gonna put that proper poll up.
I will have multiple accounts to vote that thing down.
He does have multiple accounts.
Split personality.
Can we, EP, can we set it up so he can only vote once? Just block his other account. All right, so we gotta move on. We gotta move on because we're gonna. Well, shoot, we control this. It's our time. I was supposed to read it before I threw it.
Yeah, do you think?
Oops. So other things notably in news. I want to give an applause break, I guess, to Cher. You know, if you guys are not familiar with who she is, Cher. There's only one Cher.
I know,
Yeah.
but she was the first name ever.
Exactly. But she's actually gotten a lot of notoriety in the news lately because she decided there was a security guard by the name of Marlon Anderson who was a high school security guard. He was speaking to one of the students, and the student basically called him the N-word. And he decided to tell the kid, "Don't call me nigga." And of course, the principal overheard this and took him into his office. Was like, "We do not tolerate this." We have a principal by the name of Karen Boren, so I can only imagine who she is. But she's a Karen. She's a Karen. I was just gonna leave it.
I want to speak to your manager of your life.
She's probably got the low cut bob that's covering up her eye and everything. Yes, I can only imagine. And she's wearing a power suit.
Oh man, she
but
works hard for the money.
You can't call the children this, but I honestly don't think he did anything wrong.
No one. Well, see, here's the thing. We
don't
think he did anything wrong because we use that word frequently.
Yeah.
But even if
here's the thing though. When he said it, he told the kid. I'm assuming the kid was white, right? From according to the.
No, it was a black kid.
Oh, it was a black kid.
Yeah. Don't call me nigga.
You sure?
Well, we can find out. I think I didn't see the kid.
I didn't do much into the research.
I didn't see the kid himself. I only saw the story behind.
I mean, I'm just saying that he repeated back what he told him to not say.
Exactly. But
so,
you don't say.
How's he supposed to be correct? Hey, you don't call me the N-word.
I don't know. I honestly don't.
I feel like it was probably a.
She's a Karen.
I feel like that it was probably like a setup. Like he's probably like 2 years from pension, and they just like, we found a way. We found this loophole. We got him. Like they were probably plotting for a long time. Yeah. I feel like it was a setup.
That's what it sounds like.
We have to have a little bit more.
Looking at the comments, actually here now, don't say I didn't support. Thank you, Ray, for
tuning in on episode 34. 35.
And Mom says, yes, that would be fun.
There we go. So we go. Have a Mom's episode.
There you have it.
All right.
Hide them out.
No, you gotta have your mom's on. Yes. Let's do this.
Well, the people say 80% hell yeah. So, I mean,
I don't give a damn about the people. Y'all people don't know my mama.
I do.
Mama Caldwell will not be on Blurred ever. Creed, foot down. Mark my bookmark.
All right, so back to Cher. The reason why I want to give a round of applause to her is because she is bound to pay his actual legal fees because he's stating that he is being terminated inappropriately, unlawfully terminated. So definitely, just shout out to her. I wanted to mention that so people who didn't know about it actually knew about it.
So she does believe in the power of love.
Bad. Just bad. No.
Take my mom off the show.
Oh my God, you're killing her. Her.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Okay, so next up,
Y'all don't understand this.
Ren, I'm not going to have a conversation with you via the content. When I open up the phone calls, then you can get into it. But right now, we're not open. But next up in the line of discussion was Zoe Kravitz has been selected as our next Catwoman. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That is totally... Yeah, she's
right.
So Zoe Kravitz, those of you who are not familiar, she's played in a lot of different movies.
Hunger Games.
The Hunger Game. Yeah. No, she wasn't in the Hunger Games.
No, she wasn't in the Hunger Games.
She was in that other one, the knockoff of the Hunger Games.
My favorite thing she was in was Dope.
Oh yeah, she was in Dope.
Yeah, I like Dope. Yeah,
she's been in a lot of movies. But she's the daughter.
Of
Lisa Bonet.
She's the daughter
of Lenny Kravitz.
She's the daughter of the two most beautiful black people in the face of all black history.
Yes, she is definitely. She just made the list. Yes, she's on there. She's definitely on there for me.
Can we get a chance for that?
But here's we'll cheers to that too. I have to say though, for her playing Catwoman, the bar is set very low. Mm-hmm. Halle Berry's Catwoman is the worst.
Yeah, I mean,
that movie was so bad. Like,
I don't even.
I mean, what even Rotten Tomatoes didn't even it doesn't even get a seed from Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's just like that movie was so bad we forget about it. And then I remind you, see it. And then the moment I remind you, you instantly get like that, like too much sun in your face. Look like.
That was that bad?
Oh, dude, it was so bad.
Diversion.
I've never seen it.
You don't want to.
You have to.
I mean, I only seen her just like walking past.
See, first of all, Halle Berry alone, her prestige as an actor, as an actress, is just like high.
It was a money grab.
Yeah,
it was a money grab. That's all it was.
This is before comic movies were big. It was like right in the middle of the lull, like right after like X-Men 1 or 2 and Spider-Man 2. So DC was like, hey, let's do a Catwoman. And Halle Berry, he's an attractive black woman, and Eartha Kitt, let's do a black woman and as a Catwoman.
Black woman, Catwoman.
And then it had like Benjamin Bratt, and it was just all kinds of bad. It was just the movie was just so terrible.
Yeah, but what's also notable about the whole casting of her is that the first time around, she actually was trying to audition to play Catwoman in Christopher Nolan's Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. And they stated that they were not going in the urban route.
Even though it's based in the Gotham City.
Yeah. Very urban place. But as all-camera guy,
we don't want your
keep
nigga.
in mind that like 80% of the cast of the Nolanverse was British.
Yeah.
Right.
So they weren't going urban. But
I think like what's her name?
Hollywood is a very fucked up place. Okay.
The one who actually played Catwoman was probably the only person who's not of like British descent.
Yeah.
Yes. So
was it Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. Was she?
Oh,
she was. She was.
No. She wasn't. Isn't she British?
No, she's not.
No.
Okay. She's Even Stevens.
She's been in so many
you're thinking about
the movies.
You're thinking about the Princess Bride, the Princess.
No,
Diary
she wasn't in Princess Bride. Princess Diaries. Yes. I was about to say, Princess. How dare you?
She was not that old.
Nerd rage that shit because I was about to go off.
FYI, for anyone who's a blurred or any type of nerd affiliation, Princess Bride is a great first date movie.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And continue.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
See,
by the way,
hey, keep going.
Oh, but one question I did want to bring up. It is kind of weird how she's playing Catwoman, but her stepfather is Aquaman.
Yeah.
How's that weird?
I mean, not weird, not weird, but it's like,
This is one of the things you don't think. It's like,
you don't think about it like,
They will literally. I'm
are they gonna cross paths eventually or anything?
Let's be real. At her age, that's not a stepfather. That's her mom's husband. At her age,
yeah.
Let's be real. Like, at a certain point, like it wasn't like he raised her.
Semantics.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the whole correlation of like he's boinking your mom.
Jeff Ramsey says Anne Hathaway looked like a 10 in Batman.
First of all,
I enjoyed Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. Did she
did.
the whip out?
Really? No, not really. No, she didn't.
But here's the thing, though. All right.
I give her an 8, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, give me a quotable from Anne Hathaway's Catwoman.
So he was focused on the looks. He wasn't focused on.
I don't think we all were.
Thought so. I'm just saying.
Oh, Ray says
she's pretty forgettable.
Ray said cats don't like water.
Just so, but yeah, no. As far I'm willing to bet that
y'all really about to bring up Mr. Petty.
I'm willing to bet that the Aquaman series, the Aquaman and Shazam series in the DC universe are going to be spin-offs completely separate from what we saw with Justice League and Batman vs Superman.
Yeah,
I honestly believe, and it's just my theory, that they're going to go in a totally different direction. I think they're going to leave this stuff alone. There's a shit review about Ezra Miller as Flash. Batman vs Superman was horrible, and Justice League. Come on now,
all right,
like
listen,
really?
You got Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam are all bankable.
Yes,
in the scope of what DC has been able to pull off.
So they can revamp everything else.
But wait, remember the ending of Shazam when Superman came and had lunch with the non-cool kids.
But it wasn't Henry Cavill.
All right,
Trey word.
We're not Benjamin.
I was doing that on purpose.
So here's the thing. Benjamin. I always tell people straight up, DC Universe, they pulled the plug real quick. Like they jumped the shark. Is that the term now? Jump the shark. They did it too fast. What it was is that because they wanted to catch up with Marvel, they didn't have the 10 years to build up, so they did 2 movies instead, and that's their mistake. If they just set it all up with individual movies and then did Justice League, it'd have been fine.
Guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. We are called Blurs and Whiskey, and we did not mention what we are drinking today.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah.
Our current bartender, Mr. Petty, has provided us with a very tasty beverage.
Yeah.
We got to get that as a sounder. We got to get Samuel L. Jackson saying that as a sound. Anyway, tell us what you made.
So, the rum we're drinking is Oak Heart, and I decided to make Dark and Stormies, which is pretty much rum, ginger beer, slice of lime, lower lime juice, and mix and drink. It's a very simple. Very super simple.
Every time we got a guest, they got to bring us something special. Because when it's just us, we ain't no damn bartenders.
Yeah,
we just be
really
pouring in a couple of
like,
ice.
Drink up, bitch.
So, I normally complain about the mixed drinks. I have no complaints with this.
Because it's an alcohol.
It's an alcohol flavored alcohol.
Plus,
that is your shirt.
Okay, plus, I made it, and
it's pretty good.
I'm heavy.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I make drinks that I want to drink.
I'm trying to make it last. So, but yeah, sorry, I had to throw that out there. We're drinking that today. But I'm looking forward to any objections to Zoe Kravitz playing.
Hell,
Zoe Kravitz,
no. Dude.
I gotta ask, man. I'm not saying I have objections.
I will watch that movie in silent theaters.
Yeah.
I don't care, Zoe Kravitz.
Just fucking Zoe Craddock. Can we get a giggity? One more giggity? Anyway. Giggity, giggity.
Oh man,
Zoe.
We're not talking about Divergent in the comments. We're not. It was a horrible movie. I had to go see it on the.
I forgot that was a thing.
It was a thing. I got dragged on a date to go see. Anyway,
I hate the director with a passion.
Who was it? Brett Ratner?
Talani actually liked that movie.
Luke Benson. Fifth Element. He had a couple of good movies. Fifth Element and in the Professional and Leon the Professional, and that was pretty much it.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
In
Excellent
the comments, Chuck said DC should just stick with animated movies because that's their strong point.
Hell yeah!
I agree.
Hell yeah!
I agree, but I do have faith that as time progresses, with Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman, even though Aquaman is just water Thor, they'll be able.
Black Panther, actually.
No, I'm not giving them that much. I'm not doing it.
No, I mean it's the same.
No,
same
literally,
movie.
they did a side-by-side version
the same
of it.
movie.
It's the same movie.
They literally like.
I know that.
It's kind of like one of those things where it goes, "Hey, can I copy your homework?" Yeah, but just change the answer a little bit so they don't, get a couple answers wrong so they don't think I did it. Okay, cool.
I believe
Polynesian.
that with enough time. I hate you so much. Why did you come back? Anyway. But I believe with enough time, DC will get it together. They've done it with their animated universe. They just have to realize.
Really, how much time though?
All right, so here's.
Because I mean, we talking about like when our kids have kids, or
hold up.
I don't know.
The only caveat I can say about the DC animated universe is the fact that DC animated universe needs to stop doing so many Batman stories. 80% of all the strips
they've got other
DVD
videos.
are also Batman.
Yeah.
Why have they done Darkest Night? They could have done Darkest Night or anything else.
Emerald Twilight.
Emerald Twilight. They could have done
Batman
a lot
Beyond.
more. But they keep sticking to Batman stories. And now, first of all, Under the Red Hood is probably one of the and Under the Mask of the Phantasm are two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hush is I
would.
I haven't seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one versus
It's
Batman.
actually it's
I want to see it.
campy,
I
but it's
didn't
actually
see-
pretty.
I didn't
love the Turtles.
I only seen that one
Raphael.
little
Why is that
scene.
not on their DC Universe app?
Raphael is my spirit animal, if you couldn't tell.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So we've been having a lot of fun, but we got to change gears. As always, we usually do on the show. A notable cosplayer. Speaking of BlurCon and cosplay and everything else, a notable cosplayer was.
Shout out to Cosplay After Dark.
Yes.
Can we get another giggity?
We're gonna wear that out. It is just.
I got 3 different versions.
Oh, okay. All right. Shout out to Crystal Mewpuff. If you guys are not familiar with her work, she's actually a very damn good cosplayer, an African American cosplayer. She's been getting harassed online because people were not aware because she's passing the paper bag test, so to speak, the brown paper bag test.
I know what you mean.
We know.
But
She got like 3 different shades right here.
as she posted up her most recent, it's an animated character. Damn it, I forgot the name. It's an octopus character, but it's basically she had to wear black ink to cosplay this character. And people online are just up in arms about it, like, wait, is she black?
So
Can she
the
do
difference
that?
between this black face and other black faces is like she is like midnight black.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
oil slick
Yes.
black.
Like shoe polish black.
Shoe polish black. As opposed to like a white guy who wants to cosplay as Black Panther T'Challa or
Exactly.
Luke Cage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See that's the difference though. But people immediately jumped on this whole bandwagon of, and then when they found out that she was black, they're like, oh,
Well, she's not black enough to
Yeah.
do this.
now
Like,
that she's not black
It's like
enough.
it's
It's
bullshit. Yeah.
like the black enough thing has always been my biggest issue with being a blurred in the
Yeah.
first place, because like
Man.
that's a whole separate segment. We don't have time.
I mean,
No.
our show.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm going to go ham on this, it may be on our Patreon.
Well, maybe later.
Content.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that once we launch that, yes. But I'm utterly disappointed by the reactions that she got, and the fact that people are really ignorant. They don't do their
Crabs in the barrel.
research.
Yeah.
But it's not black. It wasn't just black or white. It was a lot of people.
Yeah, but I mean the whole you're not black enough to black cosplay and blackface
If
or
you
straight
don't-
blackface.
If you don't think stupid people exist, you're going to have a bad time.
Very true. Very true.
We all work in retail. We know stupid people
So
exist.
all you gotta do is call them out. Just be like, okay, stupid people are stupid, and then go about
Stupid
your
is,
life
stupid
and
does.
shine.
But that's what they did. That's what she did, and a lot of people did. They were like, "Yo, look at her. Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Like, what are you talking
fucking
about?
black.
Like, she's black now. You know her lifestyle, whatever, all that other shit is irrelevant. Ultimately, she was cosplaying a fictional character.
That was not a black character.
That wasn't a black character. It was a black octopus. Like, shut the fuck up.
If the octopus pull a B movie and then try to sue us for misappropriating all their ink, then maybe we have an issue. Until then, shut the fuck up.
You weren't #0001.0.
But it's like...
There was no Adobe.
But I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because it's serious. Like, if you see this shit going on out there and you fucking go straight for the neck. Yeah. Go smack at their head. I don't care. Mm-hmm. We going in on people like this because it's ridiculous. Like, she's an amazing cosplayer.
Black. She's black.
Yes, but she's also an amazing cosplayer. But she has enough. Like, she's married to a Caucasian man. Yes. And she has a mixed child. She's not doing anything racist. Okay, like, shut the fuck up.
She's fucking black. It'd be one thing if she was like...
Even if she was white, but playing a black octopus character. The character itself is not of a race. That's what I'm saying. Blackface is if, like, I don't know, like I said, a white guy decides to play Luke Cage.
What was Doug Funny's favorite? What was Doug Funny's best friend name?
Skeeter.
He was blue. White guy play Skeeter?
That's a whole separate
right.
too.
Wait. Technically, Skeeter was
no,
he
was blue.
Black. He was, but he was. But was he really black though?
Yes, he was.
What about Roger? What's Roger? Hispanic?
Roger was. I don't know what Roger was.
Wait, Roger from where?
Roger from Doug.
See, first
he was
of all,
green, but he was like.
Oh. See, you gotta understand. Like, there was a whole like genre of cartoons where like characters were black.
Everything was ambiguous.
Right, they weren't black.
Yeah.
But we all
like, the question was like there was a question asked.
Gumball. Hold on.
But it's Gumball though. But Gumball ain't black.
Have you seen his mom? His mom goes ham. That is a black woman tirade if I've ever seen one.
That could be a Spanish, but then
no.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Gumball's black. I'm sorry, Gumball's black.
Because like
Piccolo's black.
The question was like
Piccolo's definitely black.
All right then.
I had a question. I had fam and friends asking this, like, was Patty Mayonnaise really black? But like,
no,
Patty?
Yeah, she was tan, but she wasn't black. She's probably like Scandinavian.
But like her dad looked black, her mom looked black, and I mean, like,
could have been mixed.
And her last name was Mayonnaise.
Yeah. It's like
it's like they tried to make sure they confused you because when you have this debate,
I don't see color.
You know,
even though she's tanner than everybody else on the show.
Yes. They wanted people to have this conversation and then just say, fuck it.
I'm still stuck on Skeeter. Because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, he did have sweatpants on the whole way. But
Skeeter's black.
I wanted to open up the polls. I'm pretty sure we know how this is going to go. Another live poll. Like, he had catchphrases and everything. Yeah, and he broke dance. Yes,
and he had a jersey on.
I wanted to open up the polls.
God, what was in the 90s? The black kids had jerseys on. Like, that was it. Like, that's all they jersey on. All he wore was jerseys. Like,
but I wanted to open the polls, and I wanted to ask, I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Is blackface acceptable? Only in context, you know, never it's not acceptable, or, you know, should it be okay in cosplay? I mean, I'm just curious.
I'm saying no.
Ever? No, never, ever.
Okay.
Like, how do you feel?
If a white girl wants to play Michonne from Walking Dead and she got and she's going blackface, I'm smacking the shit out of her.
Okay.
On site.
Herb?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cam on this one. Now it's a hard no for me.
Off camera guy.
Tropic Thunder.
That's where I was going. Man read my mind. See, I was going to say that is the only time
but
it has been acceptable in the black community.
In Tropic Thunder, he was making fun of a person who does that. It wasn't like he was actually. It was like, I mean,
he still did it. He still did it.
But that's he's playing a person who is.
Suppose hypothetically. Hold on. No. Hypothetically speaking, there is an anime character who's a Asian person that's playing a black person. You want to go to a con and you are a white person. You want to play that character.
Name a character, then.
I'm just saying.
Name a character as hypothetical because there is none. So
there's none.
There's nothing.
Mr. Popo, goddammit. I don't know.
I would not play as Mr. Popo. I will throw my drink in your face.
You don't want to do that. So
Mr. Popo, my dude.
I'm just saying. You know, Mr. Popo's black.
We all do.
Yes.
Fucking jet black.
Sambo.
He's the ultimate Sambo. Yes.
He rode the back of King Cosby. Mr. Popo so black, Liam Neeson's still looking for him. Ooh.
I don't want to be associated.
Get it together.
Yo, what's on the next episode?
Jesus
Y'all
Christ.
gonna get me ham on Y'all gonna have me go ham on this.
If you guys want to comment, you want to bring up something about this topic, you can definitely give us a call.
Mr. Popo, you laughing at me?
On the Blurs of Whiskey hotline at 443-371 3155. I know you don't like
eyes
this
and lips and a turban.
The lines are open.
And fingerprints. That's all you saw.
So if you have anything to comment about as far as blackface or Zoe or whatever we talked about Comic-Con, feel free to give us a call. But yeah, Crystal, I just want to give you a shout out and say you do an amazing work. She actually did a great female Hellspawn cosplay. That I thought was amazing. That's one of my favorites.
It was dope.
It was, yes.
Greg says, "Really, Mr. Popo?" LOL.
I'm just saying. I was going through the hypothetical situation. I'm not. Now let me preface this right.
So where's the blackface come from? Because if I cosplay Mr. Popo, I'm still in blackface. I'm sorry.
Did you open the line?
I did open the line. Okay.
Oh man.
So.
Mr. Popo?
I'm just saying. It was the first person that came to mind as far as anime. There aren't many black notable anime characters. Piccolo is not really black. He acts black.
I thought that's what we were looking for. Characters you know are black.
But they cosplay Piccolo all the time. Come on now. They cosplay. This green is green paint. You ain't gonna if I'm working at Home Depot and you buying a bucket of green paint, I'm not gonna look at you crazy. If you coming in looking for Negro number 9, then yeah, I'm gonna want to jack you the fuck up.
Yeah.
So now that's why I gotta preface this right. I'm not saying that blackface is acceptable. I'm just trying to understand.
So black or white, if anyone comes cosplay Mr. Popo, that's acceptable to you?
Fuck no. No, it's not acceptable. I'm asking a question, Cam.
I mean, I'm still on a hard no.
Okay, and that's fair. I was asking it to everybody. But moving on.
Oh, Jesus.
So we did the live poll. Sorry. I'm really off. I have not hit you once today. So we get into
I made adjustments, sir.
He got a 4.
He raised the wall. He said, "We're at Fenway Park today."
Still miss. So what's the next one?
Stop trying.
Ooh.
So we... Now it's mine. Now it's coming to me. So
it blends in with your shirt.
It really does.
It does. I just gotta. Yeah. He threw more foam at me.
Bloodshot?
I said form. That's a trade word. Yes, we're getting into the refill since nobody called in. Refill this week. We had the release of the Vin Diesel rendition of the Bloodshot movie. So we saw the trailer. I watched the trailer. I don't know if you guys watched it. I shared it on the fan page.
Yeah.
I started watching Vin Diesel after Fast and Furious.
Really?
9, 12.
They're at like, who knows? Who fucking knows? Fuck them.
Their cars are full of midichlorians.
Your mom said, "What about Dave Chappelle doing blackface?"
Yeah, I think that was the racial pixie thing.
He does every face.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle does
that
all
was.
faces.
By the way,
Context.
Yeah,
there's context.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's always it's always great to have context.
Yeah.
But back to the refill. We had the release of the Watchmen first episode, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Our fan of the week. I hope he calls in because he hated it. Apparently, he went in.
Alan was mad. He was big mad.
You know what's funny about Watchmen though? Like Alan Moore when he wrote like Rorschach, like his concept of Rorschach was Batman unhinged.
Yeah.
But the fanboys like latched on to like how awesome Rorschach was.
Yeah.
And they totally like missed the point. So anybody who came to him was like, "Yo, man, Rorschach, that's my favorite guy. He spoke to me." Speak over there though.
All right, crazy person.
I mean, like,
Rorschach became a Rorschach test.
Yeah,
in
society,
yeah.
Like.
So was he trying to be like Harrison Ford with Star Wars? Was he like Harrison Ford with Star Wars? Just.
No. He made when he made Rorschach, he was supposed to be just basically like this is what happens when you go too far.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Yo, we love going too far," and he's like, No, that's not.
That's the American
Thank you
populace.
for telling
though.
me that I have to put you on a watch list now.
Exactly. Like that's the American populace now. But I thoroughly enjoyed the first episode. So for those of you who are not familiar with Watchmen, if you didn't see the movie a couple of years ago, The Watchmen is based on a comic by Alan Moore that came out in the 80s. It's a superhero story, but it's a realistic. Not realistic.
It's almost a satire.
It's almost a satire on comic book superheroes. But they go through hell, and it's an amazing graphic novel. So I urge you to read the graphic novel.
So a lot of cultural references are
a little dated. Yes, they're a little dated.
Like what was it?
Nixon is still president.
Nixon is still president.
Nixon had like 4 or 5 terms.
Yes.
Right.
Wow. It's an
so when the movie
universe.
came out, they didn't change that. So Nixon had like 20 terms.
Yes.
Wow.
So he was there. Yeah. He was.
So didn't this one take place like during the what's the name? The Black Wall Street.
That's the first episode.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Spoiler.
I didn't see it. I don't know anything about. I've never.
No. Hold on.
Here I come to ruin the day.
It's not. It was not set. They mentioned that to lead into parts of the story as it goes forward. However, so the current movie, the current TV show, is based 30 years after the events of the Watchmen movie or comic book series. So there are little nuances that are there. There are some characters that may show up later on. I urge you to watch it. I say give it a chance. For me, it gets 5 shots so far.
So is it after the comic book ending
wait,
or the movie
what episode?
After the well, you know, the movie ending was still the same thing. They were pretty.
No. Okay, psychic lobster tentacle creature.
No.
There's a difference.
No. Okay.
So
movie
comic book
ending.
ending or
movie ending.
Okay.
So the movie ending. So the show off of what episode you already given it 5 shots?
So far, this first episode gets 5 shots from me. I like the introduction and the direction they're going in so far.
Why don't we call this rating system, since we're doing a drinking rating system, why don't we call this pregame? So the pregame...
Okay, that's fair. And that's fair. Because I did tell Alan that
I usually give shows like 4 or 5 episodes before I determine whether I like it or
okay.
not.
For the Watchmen, she asked, my mother asked, okay, rookie readers, which comic number should I read? The Watchmen number 1.
The Watchmen was a miniseries.
It's a miniseries, so it's not 5,500 issues.
Yeah, it's probably like...
It's literally a trade that's about that thick.
It's one book.
It's literally one book.
He can let you borrow.
I used to own it, but that's an off-camera conversation.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
what was her name?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Bloodshot was her name?
I haven't said anything.
Vin Diesel playing
what are you?
Bloodshot.
Vin Diesel playing Bloodshot. Vin Diesel playing Bloodshot. How do you guys feel about that?
He's called Van Diesel. The dude's like so it's not even like, oh my god.
I don't know.
Out of shape, Vin Diesel is still in better shape than most people.
Really?
Since they put him on camera next to The Rock recently,
It's like
now everybody's noticed it.
No, I've noticed it when he did the pacifier, but that's okay. Yeah, I followed Vin Diesel's career. Don't know why. It's just intriguing. I just love watching like
Knocks around guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Boiler Room. Those are still my favorite.
The movie where he screws.
Not Man on Fire. What was the one? Man Apart.
Man Apart. Man Apart was good. Yeah.
Let's not fake. Chronicles of Riddick was
I was going to say, I personally love
Chronicles of Riddick. Really though?
No.
You didn't like one?
No. I like.
Well, I meant Pitch Black. Pitch Black.
Pitch Black was good.
Chronicles of Riddick was.
No,
but did you watch the last one? No, the third one.
No, I didn't watch the third one.
I
watched the second one.
That
and
one,
the animated
it returns to the form of the original Pitch Black, but better. And Batista's in it.
Oh wow! I must watch it now.
Well, think about Vin Diesel movies, Pitch Black universe.
You're not selling
Batista and Vin Diesel have a fist fight. It's good. It's good. It's good for what? Hold up, yo! You are the king of bad movie watching. Shut up.
Speaking
you just can't find a good movie. I mean, seriously, every single one it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
No. This guy,
he specifies in watching bad movies.
I love B-movies.
Horrible.
Yo, he is a crate digger of bad movies.
I pulled out one. No, we've had two times.
He said one too many.
2 times there's been a bad movie where they don't trust me to ever suggest movies ever again.
Yeah. What is that? What's that? Hip hop kung fu or some shit like that?
Zombie strippers.
City Dragon. That's what the fuck it was. That horrible fucking movie. I can't believe. Yo, I've been waiting years to talk about this shit. This fucking.
Nerd rage.
No, it's not even nerd. It's friends rage. Friends don't let friends watch horrible movies or tell them that this movie is great.
Hold on. Yo, I'm sorry, off camera guy. The funniest part about that was it was like a thrift store.
He found it in a dollar store DVD bin.
It was like
He's found it more than once. Suncoast Movies does not exist anymore, and he still finds it.
It's like how?
Like you all
How?
I lived with Trey. He threw it away.
I did. I threw it away.
There's
But
this Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, Toxic Avenger's pretty good.
Toxic Avenger is a classic.
Yo, Chrissy, who's never forgiven.
Never again. This damn it was so bad.
First of all, the movie, the main actor, not the characters, the main actor's name was MC Kung Fu.
he prides him. You know what? No, because this is not going to turn into the I Hate Cam show. No,
That movie was so bad.
Back to what we were talking about originally, because we got to stay on
talking
track.
about City Dragon.
He raps and he does martial arts. He kicks rhymes and kicks people in the face. He is an urban. He's a Blackanese. He's urban.
He really is.
The guy doesn't change clothes. He throws on like a sports coat to go to the club, and then he takes the sports coat off, and he has like the 90s.
Now that's worse than Black Ninja.
Zumba pants.
There it is.
It was so good. It was so bad. Like I
threw that shit in the trash.
and I found it online.
Found it again.
I found it online, and I bought it again. And then I showed Trey. I was like, you can't. Like Trey legit was like, it was like a horror film. Like I thought I got rid of you. I thought you were gone, bro.
I literally thought he went into the trash and found it. I just hid it for like a year. But can we get back to the damn Blurs of Whiskey?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that fucking movie. If you want to piss somebody off, let them watch that crap.
Looks like a what's the name, a stocking stuffer for Christmas, huh?
That movie is so bad. It's so cheap. I can give it away.
We will fight.
On the box art. That's his real name. It's not even his character.
We will fight. So, speaking of... God damn, we haven't even got through half the damn topics.
That's cool.
I hate you so much. Speaking of Vin Diesel... Speaking of Vin Diesel and Fast 9, which has been announced, Cardi B is apparently going to be... I don't even want to talk about this. She's going to be in the movie for like 5 seconds.
You gotta put a foot on the brake. Ow! You gotta make a right turn.
I love to look at Cardi, but I don't think I can watch it for more than 30 seconds.
She's only gonna be in there for like 5 minutes. All the rappers are.
No,
Can she even drive?
Ludacris outlived all the other rappers that have been on there.
It was Ja Rule.
Ja Rule's the first one.
That was it? Oh, Bow Wow. Bow Wow was on Tokyo Drift.
The third one, yeah.
Yeah, so Cardi's going to be in Fast and
a little bit of respect for Bow Wow for that one.
But my hopes were dashed because Gemini Man flopped. I thought it was going to be... I honestly thought it was going to be good. I was hoping...
I still haven't seen it yet, so I mean...
Will Smith's stock has gone down in the
Oh, dude, you can take the timer down because we're going past this.
Will Smith's stock has gone down. He's like Gemini Man, After Earth, like the days of Men in Black and box office gold for Will Smith are gone.
I just hope that Black
Christmas. Yes, I love Cardi, but I can only listen to her in Instagram amounts of time. Like I can't.
He said I can only take a minute of it.
I watch her videos on mute. Money mute. There we go. I can enjoy the rest of it. But yeah, you were saying.
I just hope that Bad Boys 3 is good. I guess
it's
like 40 years too late. Will Smith is still in shape. Martin Lawrence ain't. Like, who's gonna believe them as cops?
I mean, it was a while between one and two.
Cops nowadays. I'm just
saying, like Martin Lawrence as a cop, like bad
cops get fat. It happens.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. It happens. So it could be well along the lines of
I'm pretty sure
Danny Glover, I'm too old for this shit.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure they're gonna crack a few lines in there because they always do.
But Gemini Man only grossed $22 million.
So Joker did better.
Gemini Man only grossed $22 million. They lost out $75 million at the box office. Then we had Terminator. Terminator actually made $40 million their first week out. So I still haven't seen it. I'm going to go watch it. I've heard good reviews about it. I'm excited to see Terminator and see...
what, like the T-8000?
They said this was supposed to be like better, just as good.
Well, it's supposed to be a continuation after T2.
Yeah.
Everything else, they're just like, no, fuck that.
Well, no, T3 was supposed to be T2.
We got
a caller. Let's go.
Mr. Obvious.
All right, Mr. Smith, you are live with Blurs and Whiskey.
All right. So my thoughts on Bad Boys 3. I think Martin Lawrence is going to be in the movie for almost like 5 minutes until the end of it. It's about Will Smith and action roles throughout the rest of the movie.
Will Smith and who?
Action.
Will Smith is going to be doing all that and most of the acting. Martin Lawrence is going to be in the movie for like maybe 10, 15 minutes in the beginning and like 10, 15 minutes in the end.
I mean, is that
Are you on speaker?
So Will Smith is going to carry the whole. That's the whole point of the movie. It's not about Will and Martin.
Is that your prediction or?
Do you have us on speaker, bruh?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. You're in like.
You're not on speaker.
But
Go to a sharp corner. Go to a sharp corner of the house. No, seriously. Go to a sharp corner of the house and continue the conversation.
and talk because the sound is all over the place.
So is that your
Yes.
Is that your prediction or is that your
So my opinion is I feel this is what the movie's going to be. It's going to be Will's going to do and Martin's going to be together. They're going to do this job and Martin's like, all right, I'm done. Will's going to be carrying on some case and then he's going to say, hey Martin, I need you to come back for this one last time.
He knows
and that's going to be the movie.
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
But
Mike Lowry, yeah.
I don't think they're going to go that way.
Wait,
route.
which one of the I remember watching Bad Boys 2. Oh, so Will Smith's the one with the family, right? In the movie.
No.
Martin. Apparently, this one is supposed to be Martin is trying to retire or something like that, and Will is the
yeah.
But, he may have.
So they are doing the Lethal Weapon.
Kind of, but I mean, I heard a rumor that it was supposed to be, Will was supposed to be having a family at this point, because I mean, you gotta realize the last one was like in 2003.
Yeah,
I mean,
the first one was like
95. Yeah, it was. Because that was when I read it.
We'll look it up.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying, from looking at the trailers, it feels like Will is going to be through the majority of the movie. Martin's only going to be in it for like little parts. I think Martin really retired. But he calls him back in because he needs help for one more thing.
And that will be okay. Then it wouldn't be Bad Boys, it'd be Bad Boy. So I don't agree that it's going to go in that route. I think that.
So you think it's going to continue the tradition of Will Smith flopping in the box office?
Is Will Smith the new Sam Jackson?
No,
he's not saying yes to everything.
No.
Sam Jackson would say yes to everything because Sam Jackson just loves seeing him on the screen.
Yeah.
Will Smith is saying.
We just like to hear him say motherfucker.
Man.
By the way, I can't wait till Amazon gets that shit together. So,
Chuck said Cardi B is going to show up at the family dinner, drug everyone, and steal their cars. But she can't drive. Offset and the rest of the Migos is going to be in the car. But hey, Darren, we appreciate your call, man. I'll get you later. All right.
That's a good theory.
All right.
That would actually make sense because Martin Lawrence can't do action scenes.
So, but yeah, you wanted to bring this fucking factoid up just because you want to get a rise out of me. The Joker made $750 million.
I believe that makes it the
worldwide
top rated.
It's the highest rated R-rated movie.
Comic book movie. And it beat out Deadpool. There you go. You got it all. Can we move on now?
I mean,
I'm still not going to watch the fucking movie. I'm still not going to watch. You're not going to get me to watch the fucking movie. Fuck the Joker. Fuck Joaquin Phoenix. Fuck them all. Not watching the bullshit.
You would never watch it?
Batman is 7 years old in this fucking movie. I'm not watching it.
You would never watch it? You would never watch it?
Never watch it.
So even if I paid you to go and see it?
How much you going to pay me?
All right, so here's your choice. City Dragon Part 2.
Money. There's a part 2. Get off me.
Or the Joker movie. Which is it going to be?
Damn it, that's a hard Again, how much am I being paid?
But it's a choice between the two.
Oh, I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching either one. You can't. You gonna have to strap me to a chair.
All right.
Period. You gonna have to either pay me or you gonna have to kidnap me, and I'll fight. Fuck that. But also, Ballers ended.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now Rock is.
I like that.
Fast and Furious movies.
He was free the first day. He did.
Oh man. Chuck says, "Why so salty?"
So the next subject. How many of y'all already have like so many streaming services at this point in your life?
Too damn many.
Lost count.
We all share passwords and stuff like that from time to time.
So this is gonna be your contribution to the group thing, right? We can all use yours.
We can use yours. Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean,
if I can keep my Disney Plus online.
Yeah.
I mean my DC Plus active.
DC
Yeah.
Universe online. What are you contributing?
I mean, what do you need?
All you need is turn over to me. Like, what are you contributing?
I mean, I could. What you need me to contribute?
Like you got Hulu.
I got Hulu. Everybody is mooching on my damn Hulu. I want to mooch on somebody.
I got Hulu. Who's got Amazon Prime between both of y'all?
I do.
All right, cool.
I do.
There you go. All right. Now we're.
This how you gotta work together.
Teamwork make the dream. Teamwork makes the dream work.
What we're talking about is Disney Plus is about to launch on November 12th, and if you ain't got it,
it's your own fault.
Become friends with somebody who does.
So here's the thing, though. Disney Plus. Originally, before when Disney Plus was announced. I'm like, look, I got too many streaming services. I'm tired of downloading the apps. I'm tired of sharing passwords and stuff like that. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm tired of logging into different things just to watch one show.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started looking at the playlist of basically what Disney Plus had,
you can't.
Yeah,
gotcha, bitch.
They have first of all, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Oh.
They got Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. They got DuckTales.
Woo!
They have
Goof Troop.
Goof Troop, yeah, man.
They got Spider-Man. They got X-Men. They got it all.
Gargoyles. They have gargoyles.
I can't wait.
God. After all that, I was like, you know what?
You know what?
Now I downloaded most of this stuff on my external hard drive with my 2 terabyte joint, and but the quality is still not quite the same. So the fact that I can stream this whenever I want.
Understand
is what sold it to me. Also, for a while, Disney Plus had this whole thing where it's like for 3 years, like $150 up front,
which is tempting when you do the math.
And when you do the math, it's like $6.99 a month.
You know what?
And then you do go ahead and do the math.
Let's do
$150 for 3 years. It's $50 a year.
Right.
Yeah, because
no. That's if you do the math for the $150, and you that's not that bad. But you literally save like $150. It's like if you add up like the $6.99 a month for the 3 years, it's well over $150.
Because
you live like almost like 300 something plus.
Because I did hear something about that they're trying to save money for the streaming. Not only that one, but I heard something about they doing ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu. Damn.
What the hell are you? No. What are you?
Hold up.
Whoa. The mathematics is off.
6.99. It might not have taken the point.
Just do $7. But no, basically,
they say all three of those.
So far, there are 130 million pre-subscribers, and Mr. Petty has become one of them.
And I'll do the math for all y'all right now. $7 a month, basically.
Yes.
Times 12, 84.
Yes.
Times 3, 252.
There you go.
So 3 years for 150, you're saving like less, over 100. So what I did was I did the $69 for 1 year. And again, $84 a year, I'm saving at least $20 for that deal alone.
Yeah.
And that's if I'm pretty sure after the first year I've watched all my childhood.
Yeah,
and I'll be good.
November 12th.
You got Netflix and Chill with Disney Plus, Disney Plus and
Thrust.
Yeah. Let's get dangerous.
So, all right. Speaking of Disney Plus and Thrust.
Ladies.
Lord, I'm sorry for this next topic. But boy, oh boy, this ain't got nothing to do with comics or anime or wrestling or football, nothing. Pastor Wilson out here speaking in tongues, y'all.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Did you see the video?
I never actually watched the whole video.
You didn't watch the video?
No, I don't need to watch the video to understand the context of I grew up in Southern Baptist with like 9 different churches in my childhood. I know a scandal when I see one. Like, wow, Mrs. Wilson, Master Wilson really did a dumb on you. Oh, that ain't me. And that's when the shit hit the fan.
Lord, Miss Parker, the Lord is my shepherd. He knew it all.
To find out that it wasn't even like it was a congress member. Congregation member. But the worst part was it was his wife's like one of her best friend's daughter.
Yeah.
So he went like 2 generations to cheat.
Black men don't treat, but black ministers.
Who's calling?
Black ministers.
Hold on, before you clip, if he does that baby shark bullshit again,
You
just
already
hang the
know what
fuck
I'm
up.
All right.
You're alive with Blurs and Whiskey. This is Trey Proper.
This is Herb Bridges.
And
What
Mr.
you got
Petty.
to say?
I just want to hear her sing the
Thank you.
So yeah,
My man.
like you ain't know we was gonna do
He
that.
got blackmailed into that. That's the whole thing. It's because it's blackmail. So she's all like, "Yo, if you don't divorce your wife, this is gonna happen. I don't believe in. The Lord will see me through." And the next thing you know, he shut down his Facebook account because he got too many like.
I wanted to be in that congregation that Sunday. Oh man, that would have been amazing just to sit there, just. What's up, Pastor?
Over there looking at like everybody in the congregation, like, hey, she's sitting too close. Like,
like, yo, how do you? But and this is, I'm not gonna do that. I'll do that in my own private time. But just my whole feelings about the church establishment.
Oh man, that's funny.
All messed up. But speaking of our last thing, and we're gonna wrap up and let you all guys go. I really didn't want to talk about it. I really didn't.
We got to.
Tank and the double standards.
Okay. Let me start this off by saying this. Okay, it originally started on Angelique's podcast, and the question was, it was brought up that one of the ladies' boyfriends had lied to them.
Yes, Terrence Johnson, Disney Plus and Thrust.
Yeah.
That's the move. Yes, that's the new thing right now.
But the question was the statement was talking about how he had lied to her on 2 occasions. And so Angelique, I don't know why she felt the need to say this. She
trouble started.
Yeah, she basically said if a man sucks dick twice, does that make him gay? And then you had Tank said basically put him in a position where he really can't say
He
shit.
defended male experimenting.
Yes, and I mean,
he could have been playing devil's advocate. He could have been playing devil's advocate because he's in a room full of women. He could have.
Yes.
I mean, who the hell knows? But
he didn't want to seem. He didn't want to seem like a toxic masculine male. Or homophobic.
Yeah,
he just wanted to sound inclusive.
But I'm saying, like,
she set him up for failure.
So. I'm saying it's 2019. Like, why is this even a topic? Like, why do we even care what goes on and what someone else does? Like,
do you give a fuck?
I don't.
You give a fuck? Because I sure as hell don't give a fuck.
Well, why'd you bring it as a topic then? I mean, we're on the show, and this is your idea, right? So why'd you? So obviously, you must give some form of fuck.
Ultimately,
not you.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, like this, like the whole,
but it does.
The concept of sexuality is like a gray area
but there
in general.
is. That's the thing. That's the thing.
But
that's the thing. These conversations need to be had because there are still people who feel homophobia. Mm. There are still people who feel like because somebody sexually experiments to get to know themselves better, that they should automatically be labeled as such. So there's also a double standard where women, it's totally fine for women to go out there and experiment and explore their sexuality to the fullest. It's celebrated. It's elevated. We love that shit. But when a man does something similar, it's frowned upon. I myself in the past have frowned upon dudes because they've said, well, I want to experiment. Why the fuck would you do that? That was my way of thinking back then. And for that, I'm wrong.
Let's reiterate that that's his thought back then, because people gonna automatically think.
I speak.
No, I'm just saying because they're gonna think that you're still the same person.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that Technicolor rainbow between. That shit means Technicolor rainbow. If you ain't figured that out by now, there it is. I'm trying to be inclusive with everybody. I'm trying to also change my mindset so that we can be accepting of everybody. You said what?
My whole thing is, it's like everyone wants a category, and like not everything is black and white, and that's all I've been saying for this whole time. Like not everything is literally like in this category or this category. Anything outside that category should not be chastised or criticized. Like it's like,
and I agree,
and that's where I'm coming from. It's
but
like,
that was the reason behind having that topic.
It's a whole gray area, and it's like you got bisexuality, pansexuality, asexuality, queer. Like you got so
look at you knowing all the terms.
Yeah, well, it's called the world. I live in it.
Yeah. I know. So, but it is a conversation that should be had. He should not be chastised. He should not be ridiculed. He should not be. That's why I didn't share any memes of him and the whole. Oh, Tank is gay. He's got sugar in his tank. Like I saw him, sure, but
sugar in his tank. Oh my god,
that was pretty funny. It was pretty, I laughed. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed at the shit. It was hilarious. But he shouldn't be chastised for that. And he never said, "I personally did that." So I mean, people take things and they run with it.
Yeah, it's the internet.
It's the internet because people are all children on the internet because I'm hiding behind a screen of anonymity. Said it right.
Now, I know. And we're pressed for time, and I'm gonna skip over this subject real quick because there's one we didn't take on, and I kind of have a personal stake on this one too. Is Francis Ford Coppola's and the Martin Scorsese's and the Jennifer Anistons and stuff like that.
Yes.
I
get him, Ham. Get him, Ham. Get him, Ham.
All right. This is gonna be very broad topic for me because the thing is that Marvel movies. A lot of people are upset with these Marvel movies because they're now the leading idea of what Hollywood wants now. The point of any movie is to make money.
Yes.
So when they see like movies like The Avengers and Joker and all these comic movies, Marvel movies are leading the way as far as banks goes. So nowadays, Hollywood follows the money. So at this point, everyone banks how good a movie is based off of box office numbers and not really how good the movie actually is.
Yeah.
And like, in my opinion, I feel like nowadays Marvel movies and comic movies are pretty much made for like China because like they just like for overseas and international and everything else.
Transformers is definitely good.
Yeah, I hate the Transformers. Like I love Transformers as a franchise. I hate it.
Don't tell Lil Trey that.
I mean,
how did you hate it?
I will tell Lil Trey to his face.
Yeah, one day
movies suck. Yeah,
pat him on the shoulder.
These movies suck, but I'm gonna show you my movie in 1985.
Oh yeah,
in 1985.
He's seen
but
it.
Yeah, like
he cried.
Oh yeah, we all cried when Optimus Prime died. Shit.
Oh, just like just like the kids did with
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, but the genre. It's like I feel like the genre itself. Like a lot of people, they want to make it like they themselves want to make it as a genre, like a separate genre. Like they want to like so it won't be classified as a movie. I'm sorry, if it's on film, it's a movie. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like if it's a film, it's a movie. Now. Whether like these like Harvard like School of Juilliard graduates want to claim, these Shakespearean actors want to be all like,
come on, they hurt about
they lost the art form and blah blah blah. There's no acting.
In America, we don't have any more real artists that are out there acting. We have people who. We have to ship in British actors because the American education system has removed the damn arts program. And you can't complain about that shit if you're not going to fight for it.
And I'm just saying that, like, they're just mad because their movies don't make the box office draws.
You can't because the American populace is becoming dumber and dumber. Idiocracy is a real thing.
And I'm sorry, Michael Bay led the way with Transformers.
He did.
Explosions everywhere.
First of all,
I mean, he did it with
explosions.
What's his name?
I like big titties. I like explosions.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay my money for this.
Yeah.
Michael Bay even knows that he led the way because he did a Verizon commercial and making fun of how he makes explosions.
Michael Bay's movies are all vehicles. You can watch.
Bad Boys.
I had a whole
Bad Boys, the first
it's literally
one.
just a vehicle for commercialism.
Yeah.
So he can make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
But I do feel like there is a lost art of some sort because people will now say like this movie didn't do well because it didn't do 20 million in the box office as opposed to a good. I'll give you an example. Batista. Dave Batista was in a movie called Hotel Artemis. That was actually a really good movie.
I forgot that.
That was a really good movie. But because
I know what we're watching after this.
But the box office wise, it didn't do well.
Yeah.
Now Guardians of the Galaxy made like millions, and then like Avengers Endgame and Infinity War made him millions. But like Hotel Artemis, he didn't really draw a dime from that.
Hotel Artemis also came out in the void of the John Wick's Salt. The other two female John Wick movies. Taraji did one, a female John Wick movie.
Right, I remember that one.
It all came out around the same time.
So it got lost in the shuffle.
So just to looking at Michael Bay movies, Transformers, Bumblebee, 600, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Armageddon, the Island.
You about to set them off. We are aware
Pain
of
and Gain. I mean, like, it's nothing but
but
like
they're all
explosions
cash
and
grabs.
shit.
They're all cash grabs.
It's all
the
it
reason
is.
why I can look on the MCU,
The Rock.
the reason why I can look on the MCU or even some Disney movies with reverence, like I love these movies because I have a history with loving the source material.
Yeah.
And to an extent, Transformers and sometimes Ninja Turtles, to an extent, don't attack me. But
Listen,
He got that devil look in his eye.
exactly.
it's time to let him go. Let him go.
You know what? Go,
Let
what
him
you
go.
got. Say what you gotta say.
Michael Bay, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, come on, man. Like, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. His first thought was, I'm gonna make them aliens. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why? Why would you? It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the most basic concept of a team that you could ever think. Time to take 4 turtles. They know ninja. They're ninjas. They were taught by a rat
How old are they?
They were teenagers.
They were supposed to be
okay.
16.
You know, and the concept of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a commercial itself. Like, Pizza Hut should thank Ninja Turtles for boosting their sales throughout all the 90s because all the pizza and everything else was endorsed.
With the game's dragon. I'm sorry.
And then Michael Bay decides to say, hey, I'm gonna do
And the baseball falls in.
I'm gonna do Transformers, but with Ninja Turtles instead. Like, what is the difference between Shredder and Megatron? Please tell me. Hey, graphics guy, as you look at Shredder, then you look at Megatron. What do you see as a difference?
Can I tell you I didn't watch the Ninja Turtles?
You liar, you.
Wait, which Ninja Turtles?
The new one.
Oh,
There was
Oh,
two of them.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
you have not exposed your
Seamus-
child to the Ninja Turtles. have you?
Seamus
They tried to
was.
expose me, and I said, no. I pay these bills.
Okay, and then all right, let's go with Transformers. How many times are you gonna rip robots' arms off in one fight scene? Because I'm sitting there losing count. I'm watching this. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I'm excited to watch like Optimus Prime and Megatron live on a giant screen TV. I took my friends to it. Where I had a flipping belt buckle with one side was Decepticon, one side was Autobots. I was ready. I'm getting ready to chant like one shall stand, one shall fall. I'm ready to chant this thing. And throughout the whole thing, I'm getting confused in this slow motion swirl, CGI swirl of mechanics, and trying to see like
Getting ready to drop, what's his name, Shia LaBeouf in the middle of it.
yeah, I even did like a whole like skit on like how like you're watching this movie, you're like, okay, there's a giant talking Mack truck. Okay, a Autobot decided to like drive as a car and then like jump out the window and then transform into a car and then land on wheels and then keep on driving. I'm watching like I don't know which Transformer it was, but his arm was a rocket and he was like shooting like the ground so he can get jet propulsion so he can flip over a pedestrian. I'm going to cause a seismic earthquake in a mushroom cloud just to jump over one person. And she unscathed, not one casualty, not one death toll was taken on human.
The black Transformer died.
No, I mean humans.
Jazz.
No human.
I want a piece of you. How about 2? Snap.
Yeah, so then like all that,
come back at the end of the movie?
all that
No.
we just went through. First of all, there was 3 black robots because those 2 other like black exploitation.
Well, they were all pretty.
Blatantly racist. In those
Oh yeah, samurai. Anyway, who spoke broken?
Decepticon had balls.
He spoke broken English in that film. But no, all that aside, we accepted it. The one scene that I literally threw something at the screen was when Shia LaBeouf was doing parkour. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this horse shit? Like,
No,
parkour?
when Mark Wahlberg is having a sword fight with a fucking 3-ton
Hold up.
Transformer.
Now, how about the time where a Transformer actually managed to be a U.S. citizen, enroll in college, get financial aid, develop an entire social life, just to be undercover and try to kill Shia LaBeouf?
We have a winner!
I thought you ain't watched the movie. Oh, that's Ninja Turtles.
I didn't watch Ninja Turtles.
Exactly.
All right, you
You're right. You win with that one. But, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone on long enough. We've gone over on
I
this.
apologize, but
So,
It's always great to have you here every week,
yes.
though.
So let's go ahead and close this
Anytime
thing
we
out.
can.
And if you ever want to
Definitely.
continue these conversations, you can always catch up with us on our fan page, Blurs and Whiskey fan page. The website to see our previous episodes, blurredandwhiskey.com.
IG,
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Castbox. Get our merch. You know what to do.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Also, make sure that we have the what's the name of it? The Halloween meme contest is still going on until Halloween. Be sure to have the hashtag BNW. Wow.
Hold on. Corey, shut the fuck up.
No, just keep going. Halloween meme.
If we ignore him,
or
he'll stay in the South.
Until then, like, share, subscribe.
Woo!
Go subscribe on YouTube, Castbox. Yeah, wrap it up. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it. You stupid. Drink, motherfucking drink.
And shut the fuck up.
Fuck you, Corey. Fuck you, Corey.